Welcome back to another episode of our Know, Like, and Trust series. My name is Russ Simon with Leadership Solutions, and today I'm so excited to introduce you to one of my friends. Her name's Anya Miramontes, and she represents Detail Deluxe Commercial Cleaning. It's her company. We're going to learn about her company, why she loves doing what she does, and why I want her on the podcast to share her deluxe commercial cleaning with all of my friends who own businesses because Anya needs to be in every single one of them. So Anya, thank you so much for being here. And I want to introduce you to my audience by first having you share something unique about yourself. So, what's something unique about you?
Hi, Russ. Thank you for doing this for me and welcome everyone. I came from Poland when I was 21 years old, so I do have an accent that I can get rid of. And on my journey of learning American language, once I got here, I've learned Spanish, fluent Spanish, which I'm very proud of. And took me a while, but now I can understand everyone and speak to everyone. It's how would I say, it's a privilege to know three languages. So I'm very happy about that. I can communicate with people. And that actually brought me to open up my business because my team are Spanish speaking, which I really needed in my business to get it going. Um, and yeah, that's how I started. I did business administration with Great Basin College in Elko. And after that, I said, I'm going to blow my business. And so um, that's how I started. I met very beautiful Spanish community and a lot of people who are just like me. I'm a little OCD perfectionist when it comes to cleaning. That comes from my mom, my background, and we are on the same page. We clean the same way, and people love it.
Qué bueno. Entonces, el resto de esta entrevista será en español. ¿Está bien?
We could do that. Claro que sí.
Claro que sí. But then the others might not listen. So we can keep going, but they might not keep going with us. And my Polish is not very good outside of, I know Żabka dogs are a big deal. And so if we can stop by and get a Żabka dog somewhere, that'd be really cool. And I did go to high school in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, where we have pierogies. And I think pierogies might be a big deal sometimes among
My
Polish
favorite.
people. So do you do pierogies?
My favorite dish, I do them,
Oh, it
they
is.
take a lot of time. I do them from
Mm.
scratch and I do them only for Christmas. Unfortunately, I can never find time,
Wow.
but they are
Okay.
delicious. Before
Well,
Christmas,
I
I'll
will be
share one with you.
stopping by. There you go. I'll be stopping by during Christmas. We'll
I'll
do
share
a
some.
second on-site podcast interview during Christmas from Anya's home over pierogies. That'll be a good one. Well, Anya, that is so cool, your background there. Now that you have this cleaning business, I'm curious. I like to ask people, what was it you liked about that business? Because typically we go into a business as entrepreneurs with something that we like. So, what is it that you like about the cleaning business?
So I'm gonna go back a little bit. I actually started cleaning residential, and then after my clients loved how I was cleaning, they were themselves asking me if I could do their own businesses. Some of them were managers of the company, and they were like, "Hey, my cleaning crew is not doing well. Do you mind if you do?" And you know what? I loved it. I loved it because no one was rescheduling. No one was calling me in the middle of the day that I'm so sorry, tomorrow I cannot do this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to do these. These are very set schedules. And most of my clients, they do it once or twice a week, which is very set. Um, Never cancel, the schedule is awesome. So I was like, why don't I just do commercial? And I love it. I absolutely love it. So the question was, what I like about the cleaning, right? Um, the people that I clean for, they will always appreciate me. They will always text me. They will always be super satisfied. And that itself makes me feel like, okay, I accomplished it. I achieved something that I wanted so bad, because when they're happy, I'm happy. It's like it's a customer service thing. It's not really about cleaning, because everyone can clean. You know how to clean, right? Everyone knows how. The thing is your approach. You do special details here, there. Most of my clients are unhappy with their current services, and they will call me and say, what can you do different? So it's about making that difference, and then seeing the result. When they're happy, then I'm happy. And that's what got me into it. I love my clients. They created some type of a relationship with me. When I go every 3 months, I go check, do inspection. I ask for feedback. Actually, every invoice I ask for feedback. Please let me know how we can improve. If there's any room for improvement, please let me know if you're satisfied, if we miss anything, because we're only humans and we do make mistakes. There might be a spot that we miss, but if we do, then we go next day and we'll fix it. And so I've received so many text messages from people just appreciating me, and their satisfaction is my happiness. That's how I do my business. If I don't get that, I would be a failure.
I know you would not be in this business if it were that way because you are so results detail oriented. I know you are really careful about how you even named your business, Detail Deluxe, and it is
Oh, the
both of those
details.
things. It's true. I can attest to this, my friends. It is, let's see, it's the 31st of July, 2026. This week, I was at a high-end club for an event. Awesome place. I love going there. And yet, even when I was there, I noticed, here's the thought that I had. They need Anya. I had that thought, my friends. I was there, very nice place, very well taken care of, and still I thought they need Anya because there's that detail deluxe, and I was in a deluxe location, and yet some of the details weren't being met. And so I even gave Anya the information. I was like, you need to stop by this place. Here's the owner. You need to talk with them. Just introduce yourself because I know once they get to know her, they are going to want to work with her, and it is going to go even higher end with her detail deluxe in there. So I can speak from my own experience. I can let you know that when I'm out and about, I think when I'm at places, they need Anya, and then I'm going to help make that introduction or have Anya go to meet them because they need her. So, Anya, you spoke a little bit about those relationships and how you're soliciting feedback with invoices, and then you're doing in-person inspections as well to make sure that that's going on. Uh, is there anything else that, like, when people just share about what they love doing business with you, seems to be one of those common elements that it just seems to come up over and over?
So I will come to do the inspections with a little treat. I'll bring some donuts, I'll bring some Polish cookies, Polish candies. People love these. I have a store where I purchase from my own country. And
Mhm.
so people will be like, oh my God, I love you. People really like that small detail. And that's what creates better communication. That's what creates the trust that we're building a trust by doing this. I have this lady that she knows that she can text me any time of the day if there's anything that she wants me to touch up. Well, it's a whole week, right? It's a whole week we're not cleaning, and then we come in. If something happens between our cleaning sessions, like there was a lady that literally slammed her um, shoe on the white wall because she was trying to kill a fly. And so she texts me in the middle of the day, like, hey, Anya, we have a problem here. Can you please fix that? And she sends me a picture of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, of course. Don't worry, this will be taken care of. And so Next week, after the cleaning on the weekend, she texts me, oh my gosh, where was it? I can't remember where it was. Like, she's so happy with it. Like, we can see it. I really appreciate you, what you do. And I get those messages very often, especially when I do my check-ins every 3 months. People always text me that they're super happy. And you know what? That just makes my day. That's the part that I enjoy the most of my work.
Well, and one of the things that I've noticed about that, so I love the fact that like just that deluxe touch of like bringing the goodies, going above and beyond on that one. One of the things I know from our conversations is as much as I love watching your business grow and want to like help you, like, hey, let's blow up Anya. Like she needs to be out there more. Her team needs to be out there because of what they do. I know one of your main concerns is that with that growth, you want to make sure that you don't lose the detail deluxe that comes with it, right? That it's one thing to become bigger and have more clients, but the reason you do what you do is because you love those relationships, helping those people and making sure that they feel safe, that they're healthy in the environment that they're in. And so I just want to put that testimonial out there is that in my conversations with Anya, and as we've talked about growing her business and ways that she could do that, her number one concern is if I go to that next growth stage, how do I do it in a way that we don't lose the detail deluxe, that we continue to deliver the results and the promises and take care of our people and have those relationships. So although she's good enough to be much bigger even than she is right now, she's very careful in her growth for those reasons. And are there any others that that are really just close to your heart where you're like, yeah, here's something I never want to lose. Here's part of the culture or just what we do that I never want to lose, no matter how big we get.
Yes, I would never hire anybody who doesn't have the same OCD perfectionism as I do. I just need the right people. I would not hire just anybody. And that's the
Mhm.
main key. That's the main key. Your employees are your treasures.
It's true. We've got to find the right fit. It's not just a job, especially with your company. It is not just a job. So this is something that Anya and I share. We both have OCD perfectionism. And so we we worry about those kinds of things, which is good for our customers because they get the best results, right? We are going to do everything that we can to extend ourselves, our teams, make sure our services and products meet the highest standards because we feel that reflection ourselves. We love the people that we serve. We want to take good care of them. And our OCD perfectionism is one of those superpowers that we have if we don't let it get in the way to actually help us. So I like that you brought that up. It's a really good thing for us to know. And so it's kind of the OCD. The D is Detail Deluxe on this one, the OCD. We are obsessive compulsive about the Detail Deluxe over here on this one, which is really nice. Now, Anya, there are, as much as people, I think, love a clean environment, and I would love for you to speak a little bit about how the environment, first of all, affects us as people, right? Like, and then I've got kind of a second part to that question. But first of all, will you just speak to us as people? How does the environment and the cleanliness of that
Yes, of
environment affect
course.
us?
Of course. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel when you walk into a house that's dirty, messy, especially when you look at their baseboards and it's like, oh, filthy with dust? How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
How do you
I'm
feel?
going this
Your mood
direction.
switch,
I'm, I'm going out.
you don't feel relaxed anymore, you're stressed. It's the
Mhm.
clutter, the organization, it's so important in our life. And the cleanliness, we don't even realize how much it affects our life. You walk into a place that smells good, looks like it's welcoming and clean, it really brings that productivity, the mood, your mood switches, you're happier, you're more relaxed. You can now sit down and have a conversation with your client more relaxed than it would be cluttered and dirty. It really affects us. It really does. A lot of people doesn't
That
believe that, but it really does. There's a science on that. You gotta do your research.
That's true. Yeah. Well, and it's so true. And we know it. We know the science is there. We don't even need to know the science because we know the science with ourselves, right? And I feel the same way about our clothes.
Yes,
Like if we had a stain or a spot on our clothes, or if they were wrinkled or something, we'd be like, oh my gosh, and that's all we could probably think about at that moment is how do I like cover this up or tuck this or whatever to make sure. And yet our environment does the same things a lot of times to that.
Yes,
So we
and
gotta be careful.
unfortunately, there's so many companies that they will just walk in, sweep the floor, take the trash out, swirl around the toilet and leave because they want to hurry up and leave. And we don't do that. We would never do that.
hmm And that is what I want people to really be grasping today is it when you get Anya, you get the Detail Deluxe. Like it is built in the name, people. I'm not kidding you. So Anya, on this one, you brought up baseboards. Baseboards is one where I feel the same way, and yet I hate cleaning the baseboards, right? And maybe that's one of those things where it's like the easy tell. Is somebody being careful here? Are they taking care of the baseboards? So, when we're rounding out each episode, so we've hit the let's get to know Anya. People are starting to get to know you. They're getting to start to like you. They know why you like the industry. They like what people are saying about you, working with you. So they're starting to like you now. We want to build that trust. And a couple of things I like to do to build trust with our audience is have you share some insights, information, resources, something to be able to leave with them just for free that like, hey, if you never hired Anya or another cleaning company, or if you just did this, your life would be better. And for me, I want to start this one with a selfish one. Anya, help me with the baseboards. What what do I do to just take care of my baseboards so they look good and I don't have to feel the same way about them?
The easiest way is just to grab a towel with some solution on it. We love well, I'm not allowed to advertise any detergents here, but just a simple solution, anything really, like a dish detergent with some water, and you just go over. It has to be wet. If it's not wet, and you just go, shh, 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 that doesn't work. That will not
Mhm,
work. It has to be wet. It has to be. You can also use Clorox wipes. Those work as well.
mhm.
And
Oh, and that
we've
seems
used
pretty easy.
the magic eraser. And that's really
Mhm.
magical. No, I
Okay,
shouldn't say
lives up,
anything, and I did.
lives up to his name. The well, yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to cover that up. I can't cover that up. Well, that's okay. Some free advertising today. But
Sorry.
how about this one? How often? I mean, it's one thing to say, well, when they're dirty, do it. But like, what's a good cadence? Like, should I just do it every week? I just go around every week and get it done, or what?
Once
What's
a
my
week
cadence?
is great.
One.
Once a week is great. It just has to be the consistency. If there's no
Hmm.
consistency, you're gonna lose it,
Okay. Well,
unfortunately.
I'm I'm going to
And
do it. I'm going to send you a before and after picture of my baseboards. Again, she's commercial, I'm residential. So I'm going to send her a before and after of my baseboards with my Clorox. I think I cut you off. What were you going to say on that one?
I was just going to say, I should say that at the beginning that that's why I started this whole company. I wanted to implement my own values, my core values, my integrity, consistency, because people are missing that a lot in their businesses. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. And so if these are your core values, you follow it and you just do it naturally,
Mhm.
you know.
That is really cool. This isn't something you're just trying to like live up to. It's your core values. You're like, this is who
Yes.
I am. And so people like me do things like this, and we do it this way, right? So that's really cool. Now I'm just going to apologize to my business buddies right now. Most of my friends are business owners. Most of them don't work from home like I do. They've got residential spaces. I am going to spam them. So I'm just going to apologize to them right now and say, yes, intentionally, I am sending you the copy of this YouTube podcast because you need Anya. We all need Anya. And I'm doing it openly and overtly. I'm just going to spam all my buddies and say, you got to watch this. Get Anya, and things are going to get better for you at business. You're going to feel safe. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be happy. People are going to come in. They're going to be relaxed. They're going to be able to focus. They're going to be productive to be able to do it. You won't have to worry about anything. And when you go to the restroom, it's going to look great. So Anya, I know there is one other thing you want to share with us. What else did you want to share to just help build trust with these business owners, these commercial people that you'd love to be able to serve?
If I can suggest something to everyone, I know that when people are looking for cleaning companies, commercial cleaning companies, they will ask for bids, a few of them. And a lot of the times they go with the lowest bid. Please, all business owners, please do your research. Ask for references. Call these people and ask um, their current customers, call them and ask how satisfied they are with their current services. This is the best way for you to find the right company. And I'm not saying that just to choose me, it's just easy, the easiest way to get the best cleaning company out there.
Hmm. And
Do your
we're
research.
really it's true. And that's where we're trying to help people today is I wanted to introduce you to Anya. I trust her. She's the person I know, like, and trust for commercial cleaning. And that's why I am having you on today. And so I want everybody to know this. And we're right on the I-15 corridor. I'm in Riverton. You service everywhere from essentially Magna coming across the I-15 corridor through Holiday on the east side all the way back around to typical like Harriman,
Airman,
right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
you
we
will go
serve.
beyond that, right? You can look beyond that. Like when I recommend a place that's outside of that, you're open to have that conversation.
I'm open to
But
have that
that's
conversation.
yeah, that's just your typical. And then we've got some other spots as well. So if you happen to lie outside of that geographic area, but you like Anya, you're like, I really want this gal, Anya, and her team to be on my team to help us, then just reach out to her and see what you two can work out because she can extend beyond that geographic footprint right there. And we need her to, honestly, people. The world's a better place when Anya is on there with her team to be able to do it. So, Anya, I'm going to give you the final word in just a moment. I'm going to give you a chance to just think like what maybe didn't you get a chance to say because the question wasn't there or something, but you'd still like to share that. And what I'm going to do to set this up though is I'm going to share your contact info behind me because I know people are going to want to reach out to you, and then I'll come right back to you for that. So, again, my friends, it's Anya Miramontes, and so again, as she mentioned, she is like originally from Poland and she has a great Spanish speaking last name, I guess. I don't know how to say that right, Latino last name. Miramontes. I love to say it that way.
Miramontes.
And you can reach her. The best way when I asked her, she's like, if people just text me, so you could text, you can call, just get in direct contact with her. But 801 400 5994. Again, that's 801 400 5994 to be able to do that. We've got her email up here as well, which is detaildeluxe.cleaning@gmail.com. But I think for all of us, it's probably just easiest to text and then we're just in communication with somebody. And what you're going to see is when you text Anya, she's going to get back to you really quick, right? You're not sitting on an email. So you want it done, you want it done right. You can get it done quickly by just texting her. Again, 801 400 5994. And Anya, let's give you the last word before we roll out here.
What can I add? If you want a good communication, consistency, and detail-oriented team, please reach out to me. Um, it's always the money, the money. You get, it's truth that you get what you pay for, but unfortunately, you have to go through the cheaper services before you get to the right service, and a little bit maybe more expensive, but you learn by making a mistake. So how can I put that all together? Just do
Well,
your
let
research. Do your
yeah,
research.
what I was gonna say is we're doing everyone a favor today because you can either go the way that most people go, like Anya was saying, go cheap, learn the lessons the hard way, and then end up at the right place anyway with the right price, getting the right investment really is what it is. Are you investing?
Exactly. That's
It's
what I try
your
to
place
say.
of business. Yes, invest in yourself. It's an investment. If you see it as a cost, you're going to go cheap. You're going to learn the lessons. You're going to have to invest anyway. So just invest the right way to start, and it'll go so much better. And Anya and her team with Detail Deluxe, they are the investment that you want. So again, that's why open apology to my friends, but not apology. It's like, sorry, not sorry. I'm doing you a favor when I send this to all my friends. It's coming at you for all the right reasons, and you got to get Anya. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us today. Give Anya a call. Anya, anything else before we roll?
We can only be an asset to your company. That's all I wanted to add.
There you go. She is going to be that ultimate asset. All right, my friends, we'll catch you next time on our Know, Like, and Trust series. Give Anya a call.